guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Samantha and I am the Luxe wife, and welcome back to another episode of Wife Talk Wednesdays. As you see by the title, we are talking today because parenting as a wife is hard. It's a completely different role than being a wife. So let's talk about it. My life reflects you guys' life in so many ways. So I don't want you to think like just because things look curated and look perfect, baby, I struggle on so many days, on so many levels, just like you guys. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into today's video. If you're not subscribed, let's go ahead and get subscribed to the channel, because guess what? I talk about it all over here. We do it all, from the home to the lifestyle to the check-in as a friend. So go ahead, subscribe. I'm waiting on you to I'm waiting to hear that button for you to go ahead and subscribe. So guys, let's talk. Parenting it's hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. You probably know just as much as I know that parenting is completely difficult on so many levels, because it requires you to be on your toes all the time. There is no way around it. It requires you to think ahead. It requires you to be organized. It requires you to have a system in place so that everything is going accordingly. I am finally, I don't want to say finally, but I guess I am at that age and I am at that stage where I have to write everything down or put it in my phone, so that way I can know where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be, how I'm supposed to be, because I have to keep track of just not only me, but also the kids and also my husband. So those are all completely different roles. I know as a mom, we get called 10,000 times a day, and I am right there with you guys in the trenches. I have two younger children, as in a 5-year-old and a soon-to-be 2-year-old, and I hear the number of mom so many times that is record breaking, and the number of times that I hear dad is just so concerning. Okay, I could probably count on one hand how many times I hear dad. Okay, and I know as a mom we get so overwhelmed and we get so overstimulated, so that sometimes any little thing that bothers us, it kind of like throws us off. And I'm gonna give you an example because you know exactly what I mean. We can have had a rough day with our children, and as soon as our husbands say something wrong, look at us wrong, we are mad at the world. We don't want to talk to him for the next hour, 2 hours, 3 hours day, because we are overstimulated. And I'm here to tell you, you cannot treat these kids like they are the most greatest thing walking God's green earth, and then treat your husbands like he is sloppy seconds, okay? Because he's not. He is not, okay? I want you to understand that though being a mom requires a lot of you and a different you, that you still have to take a step back in a second and say, okay, when my husband needs me, I need to be able to transform and become the person that he needs. Okay, it's hard. I done told y'all it's hard, okay? Because you go from one phase with the kids, from being needy to being whiny to always needing something. It's just honestly phase after phase after phase. And then we transform ourselves to what our husbands need from us, what we need from ourselves. And it is honestly a lot. I am right there with you, okay? I'm right there with you. But with the load being heavy, I thank God that he chose me. He saw fit for me to be a mom, to be a parent, okay? I am so grateful on so many levels that he saw it in me, that I was perfect enough. I had enough in me to be able to raise children. So now it's my time to shine and to impress him on my abilities of what I can do as a mom. And I don't want to overstep or do anything that makes my God feel uncomfortable about what I'm doing as a parent. So I know it's hard. Yes, I know it's not easy. Yes, it does get easier. Let me also say that it gets easier, but we got to get stronger. That's what I have discovered through all of this. We have to get stronger as an individual, as a mom, as a wife. We just have to keep leveling up. If you need a second to take a second to like breathe and say, you know what, I'm overstimulated, it's a lot, by all means do exactly what you have to do in order to still and 100% always be present. Okay, I wouldn't be me if I did not say to you, guess what? Our husbands are still there and they're still at the forefront. Even though when it comes to parenting, sometimes it looks like their load is not exactly the same as our load. But think about it as the head of the household. Our load isn't the same as their load, okay? So take this into consideration and please understand and always understand that, like I've said before in plenty other occasions, when it comes to parenting, the days seem so long, but I promise you the years are incredibly short, okay? So love your babies. Be present with your babies. Love your husband. Be present with your husband. And again, always remember, you cannot treat these children here and treat their father here, okay? That's not how it works, okay? That's not how the household is ran, okay? The kids can overstimulate you. The kids can do a lot, but always be present with your spouse. Don't take your frustration from your children out on your spouse because the kids are wreaking havoc. Don't do that, okay? As your sister, as your friend, don't do it. If nobody else gonna tell you, I'ma tell you, do not do it, okay? I'm so incredibly excited that it is now April and you guys are loving my Wife Talk episode, my Wife Talk series. So if you have any recommendations, by all means drop them in the comments, because I know you guys always give me some of the best recommendations, for one, and then for two, you guys have kind of already recommended some things and you want me to kind of break down some of the episodes. And I think I can do that because some of you guys have mentioned how respect is a big thing in a marriage, and it really is. We not even going to walk over that. It really is a big thing. And so you guys want me to basically dive deep into respect. And I'm gonna just say it right now, when we get to that episode, baby, we taking all armor and everything off, because respect is a big thing. As a wife, as a mom, as a spouse, as an individual, respect, okay? And we are just going to leave it at that. Our men have an incredibly tough life on the outside of the household. They are fighting the world, and no matter how good, how great your spouse is, somebody is going to see less of him. So don't you speak less of him. Don't you say things that is going to be anything derogatory, and don't say anything to him that makes him feel less of a man inside of his house, and he already got to fight the world when he go outside of his house. But I told you, when we get to the episode, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We might as well sit and talk like we sitting next to each other, in front of each other, just having a good old chit chat. Girl, what's up? What's going on? Okay? Because I want you guys, I said it before, to have the 50+ years of marital bliss. And in order to do that, you got to be able to stand your ground and know your ground and know your position of your ground. Okay? All right? That's just what we gotta do. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But once we get to that episode, I think that was in the episode where I talk about basically the 5 key values of a wife, and respect was it. So when I break down those 5 key values individually, baby, I'm telling you, you're gonna want to make sure you're subscribed, your cousin subscribed, your mom subscribed, your teenager, everybody, because respect goes far beyond just being a wife. But in this series, we talking about obviously being a wife and being respectful to our spouse. So baby, it's juicy, and it's good. Okay, so if you have learned anything today, if you have taken anything away from what I've talked about today, is what you do not allow your children to get the love that your husband should be receiving. You should not allow your frustration, your anger to be transferred over to your husband. Okay? They don't deserve it. Men do a great job by, if they had a rough day at work, decompressing and having a completely different atmosphere when they come to home. Most men do a great job being that, because most men anyway know how to hide their emotions better than we do. So if we learn anything from men, that's something we're going to want to learn. Be able to transform yourself from day to night in an instant, okay? Then in an instant, because that's just how it is, okay? Well, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me here on Wife Talk Wednesdays. And until next time, until the next Wife Talk Wednesdays, I will see you guys later. Bye.